Hello everyone, you already know who it is. It's Mr. Royal Diamond, aka Mr.RoyalNieves, coming back at you with another video. My topic for today will be celebrate your success. Never be afraid to, pat yourself on the back, congratulate yourself, build yourself up. Because sometimes on the road to success, you may not see or receive a lot of I'm proud of you, congratulations as you go around the journey, because a lot of success happens like behind the scenes, those moments of breakthroughs, when you're working towards something and you accomplish something, even like the smaller things, but sometimes people kind of downplay their greatness, their achievements, their success, they feel like they have to be like, oh, let me not, trying to make somebody else feel better, or I'm trying to make, or not trying to make someone else feel bad, basically. And sometimes people feel like, they feel like they don't, what you call that? They feel like they don't bring that greatness to the table, or that wow factor. Basically, that's what I'm getting at. And I just want to come on here because I feel like a lot of people, feel like they don't have to like celebrate their success, but that's part of the journey as well. You celebrating your breakthroughs, your accomplishments, your even like like success comes in many forms. Celebration of your success comes in many forms. That's just thinking right, speaking right, acting right, you know, um, executing on your day, whatever you had to get through, whatever you had to get done today, that's like the journey of celebrating your success. It's just like, for me, like, starting a new habit of like, or reading, listening, or like YouTubing, I celebrate my success every day by like, do my little dance, what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing it, I'm becoming it, I'm evolving, I'm giving back, I'm, know your worth, know your truth, know what you bring into the table. And if you don't, then like I be mentioning on the videos, like you take inventory of what you really are, like who you really are, your gifts, your talents, your characteristic values, your morals, your standards, like all those little areas in your life, or those big areas in your life. But it takes like steps, day by day as you grow into, your greatness and stuff like that. So I just felt, I was thinking about what topic should I talk today, and I'm like, oh, celebrating your success is a really good one, because I feel like a lot of people don't do that, but that's part of your journey as well. You know what I'm saying? So. And it's very important, because the more you celebrate your success, the more you be your own champion, like be your own motivator, or be your own booster. It helps keep you confident, it helps keep you secure, it helps you keep going when you feel doubt or fear, or feel like if this is ever going to work for you, because sometimes the journey is itself, it's like it's just you versus your old you, and then you with God, and then God, you know what I'm saying? Or God, you versus you, or it's just you and God. It's how, depending how the journey goes for you, you know what I'm saying? So that's something I had to learn myself. I had to celebrate my own success. And sometimes, I just be like, oh, I want to do this, I don't want to do that. But then when I think about it, I'm like, I'm doing it. Like, I'm doing what 5%ers are doing. I'm doing things that average people, or people who live by their excuses, are not doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, wow, I'm really doing it. The fact that I can even do it by God's amazing grace, the fact that He sees a greater vision in me than what I see in myself, is just breathtaking. And that's why it's so important, like I mentioned in my other video, to have God in your life, because you can pray to God to be like, God, allow me to see myself the way you see me. Allow me to see how you made me. Allow me to see this incredible person you created me to be, and He should begin to work in you and align things in your favor. And these little videos, or like scriptures, or books, or even about your day, even like the smallest thing, is kind of like a breakthrough in your mind. That's why it's so important to celebrate success in all areas in your life, even your own life. Celebrate your own life, your own beauty, your own joy, your own love. Like, really take back and be like, I'm pretty incredible. Like, I bring a lot of things to the table, that a lot of people probably don't. You know what I'm saying? It's not to really look at it like you're better than someone else, but it's like getting back to really having confidence and appreciation, and valuing who you are, whose you are, which is God and Jesus, and where you're going in life, and what you bring to the table, and in your own self, and your relationship with God, or your relationship with other people, or your relationship with your family. Like, know your worth, know your truth. This is what I be saying like in my other videos. So I feel like the more you celebrate your success, the more you begin to build a positive self-image within yourself, within your internal dialogue in your mind. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, because at the end of the day, I don't need nobody to tell me I'm successful, because I already know it. I don't need someone to always be like, oh, congratulations, and da da da, just to prove the validation of what I'm doing. You get what I'm saying? So that's why it's always good to practice that. And the more you do it, the more you feel such like love for yourself and respect for yourself, and it really grows your internal image of who you really want to be and who you are and who you want to become. You know, so and so, you know, celebrating success could be, you know, it could be little things. You know, it could be like you do your little dance, you know what I'm saying, little bounce with it real quick, you know, or it could just be like, you know, thank you God, you know, like for just allowing me to do this and overcome. Or it could be like, you know, you just get up and appreciate something, or you know, maybe you was holding off, like, you know, like maybe some ice cream, or maybe something that you was kind of like, you know, to celebrate, you know. So it comes in many forms, and it's very important to celebrate your success. You know, it really boosts you up and really reassures you of what you're doing and where you're going and what you're accomplishing. You know what I'm saying? So celebrate yourself, celebrate your success, celebrate other people's success. You know, be the type of person that when someone brings you good news about themselves, you be like, oh, that's what's up, I'm so proud of you, I knew you can do it, you're doing it, you're taking the world by storm, oh, look at you go. And just, you know, just be that type of person. You know, just be grateful that people are achieving their goals and values, because you know what that means? That means God is in the neighborhood of blessing. So if you see God is blessing your family, your friends, your loved one, your neighbor, you're next for your blessing. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like, more applause to everybody, and that's how I've always been. You know, I always praise people for their strength, their courage, their authenticity, their dedication, not giving up regardless of anything. It's just celebrating people, and not only like in goals or dreams and, you know, financial wise, but just as a person. Like, I'm so proud of you that you get up every day and you still manage to have that heart of gold regardless of your trial and tribulations. You get what I'm saying? Like, it goes deep. It goes deep about these celebrations. Sometimes you just gotta be happy and full of life and love, and, you know, and celebrate who you truly are. You celebrate yourself like when you are true to who you are, when you have confidence in your walk and your talk and where you're going and the things you are saying. You're celebrating God when you worship Him and when you love Him and when you honor Him and you're doing good and try to be right and you're trying every day and you're becoming, you know. The more you grow, the more you learn, the more you will become in life. You know what I'm saying? In all areas of your life. So always take time to just celebrate. You know, celebrate your parents because they're incredible. Celebrate your friends, your family, your loved ones, your co-workers. You know, like, never be like envious of someone or be jealous of someone's success or their hard work. You know, because I hear so many people complaining and making all these assumptions, and it's just like, really? Like, you rather take all that precious energy to not only think negative but speak negative, and then build this false perception, this false assumption around a certain kind of person or people or ethical group, because you cannot take the time and that same energy to build yourself up, to build your greatness. What kind of logic does that sense? You know what kind of logic does that make? So that's why it's very important to build yourself up and just be that attractive person that the world needs. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how there's certain people that people just gravitate to? It's because they're celebrating the beauty of God, the beauty of themselves, their beauty of where they're going in life, their goals, their dreams, their habits, the routine they're trying to establish. Like, those little things goes a long way. Those little successes goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can treat yourself once in a blue moon. You know what I'm saying? You can be like, I worked hard for so long. I mean, I deserve a day off, you know, or I deserve, you know what I'm saying? Let me get something real quick and stuff like that. You know, don't get me wrong. Like, you can, don't get me wrong. Not like, you know, like, how do I explain it? Like, don't go be like so quick to be like, oh, let me go buy this because I did this. But I mean, like, in long term wise, like, if you've been working at something for a while now, and if you accomplished something for, you know, you got something you've been working on for a while now, and you know, it's been months you've been at it, been weeks you've been at it, by all means celebrate. And even like something that was hard for you and you actually start taking action every day to overcome, to improve, to become better, then yes, celebrate yourself around those things, but not because you did what you were supposed to do and you're like, oh, I need to celebrate myself. Because a lot of people, you know, they go to work and they feel like, oh, you know, I'm working hard, da da da, let me go splurge on myself. But I'm like, I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's part of what you You get what I'm saying? Like if you go to work because you want to go to work, you know what I'm saying. But celebrating yourself that you are like in a good employee, like you are going out of your way at your job to help other people. You are being the difference at your workplace. That's something completely different. You can celebrate that as well, but not something that is part of your daily routine. You know, it's something that you it doesn't. It's not like a hard thing for you. That's what I'm saying. You celebrate your success in overcoming things that you thought you couldn't overcome, or because you're establishing something new in your life. You know, because the more you celebrate, the more it reinforces that good habit, that good state of mind, mentality, mindset, perspective, or just where you're going in life. You know, so that's what I mean by that. But sometimes people, you know, they work hard. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, you can work hard, but work hard in your values and your goals and where you want to go in life. Don't work so hard that you're building someone else's life, somebody else's asset, somebody else's dream. When you have your own beautiful dream to build, and you can do it, and you're capable. And I'm just waiting here to be like, congratulations, and just celebrate you, because why not? You know, a lot of people go to work for someone else, and they wait for that appraisal, they wait for that approval, they wait for that validation, and sometimes people don't get it, even at work, even you know you busting your butt, and it's just like, you know what I'm saying. So celebrate with those who celebrate you, basically, you know what I'm saying. And if people can't celebrate you, you celebrate yourself, and God be celebrating you, you know, along with you. You know what I'm saying? Because He's proud of you too. He loves you. He believes in you. And when I learned that fact that God is, um, that He believes in me, that changed the trajectory of the whole game for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow. I'm like, if God can believe in me, if people can believe in me, and what's keeping me from believing in myself? And that's usually the key to everybody's greatness: knowing your self-belief in yourself and your capabilities and capacity of doing something. When you truly believe and you unlock that faith within yourself, that's when the game truly starts changing for everybody. That's when things start happening at a bigger level. You know, so that's why it's always important to build yourself up and never give up, because the best is yet to come, and your miracle is right over that last teardrop, and your breakthroughs is right over that corner. You know what I'm saying? Until my next video, like I always say, I love you. God bless you. Let's take the world by storm. Like, comment, and subscribe, and let's just do our thing. Let's change the world.